Hi everyone, and welcome to your monthly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the month of March 2024. If we haven't met, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards the life you want. If you have a situation you want me to take a look at, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. And if you just want to hang out, maybe get a general reading, I stream on TikTok on Friday mornings. I'll be doing 7 card readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Light Seer's Tarot with White Crystal, the Classic Rider-Waite-Smith with Mahogany Obsidian, and the Morgan Greer Tarot with Fluorite. We also have 4 different Oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which Oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one, and as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps right below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. Alright, Group 1, let's see what we have for you for March. Okay, so in the present energy, we have the King of Coins, the Ten of Swords reversed, and the Moon. Okay, this is the very strong vibes of beginning a new cycle and not knowing what to do about it, yet still being well positioned for it. That's kind of the surface level way, or at least the most obvious way to blend these 3 cards. So ultimately, the confusion is understandable. Leading into this energy, we have the King of Wands. So this is whoa, this is way too high. Let me just do that. So yeah. This is looking like a decision that was made, and now wanting to find the practical way to follow through with your decision. The most obvious way to read these 2 kings is as different aspects of the same person. I can see the decision to step forward into what you are passionate and very strong-willed about, leading to moments of, okay, there are things that I need to wrap up so that I can break free, or at least be free to take the next practical, long-lasting steps. In the incoming energy, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, this is a nice omen, and the supporting advice is Temperance reversed, and the this is the main advice, and supporting advice is the Queen of Wands with the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. This is an awesome reading, honestly, but I will stare at these cards for a few seconds and see what we have. I'll see you right now. All right, Group 1, I think that the key for you for this month will lie in something that you were already used to doing. I can't help but notice that we have the Queen of Wands here and the King of Wands here. So these are both elements of the same suit. And I think that the Temperance reversed and Queen of Wands as advice cards, especially with the Wheel of Fortune in your incoming energy, is an invitation, or at least a warning to try to not reinvent the wheel. I think that whatever new beginning following a dramatic ending, implied by the Ten of Swords reversed in the middle of your whole reading here, whatever this is, whenever we're freewheeling, or at least in a new realm that we're kind of not used to how to operate, it can feel very disturbing, confusing. We kind of don't know which way is up and all that shit. And also there are a lot of emotions that can come to that. And it can feel like the solution is to reinvent something from scratch. And I think that the King of Coins Temperance reverse combo here is asking you, are you sure that this is the best way to go about it? To really keep in mind what is tangible, practical, and more subject to endure or to last longer. And I think that for you, it would rest on something that has been tried and true before, or something that was already in something that you already mastered in the past. I must also nod that Temperance is kind of the higher octave of the Chariot, in the sense that we have a 7 and a 14. This is double, and they both have the aspect of blending things together. Here it's making these opposite horses work in the same direction through your will. Here it's mixing and matching the different things that blend. And I think that there is an aspect to that. However, it's a warning to make sure that you're not getting carried away. Because yeah, sometimes when the new CEO comes to the company, they want to make a bunch of like radical changes to kind of prove that they, that they deserve their job or whatever. This is looking like a month to ease your foot a bit off of that and to really be open to the to A, your own past, and B, what is practical. I think I've looped enough, so thank you very much for watching. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group 2, let's see what we have for you for March. Okay, in the present energy, we have the page. Okay. Don't panic. This is looking like this is looking like being nervous at the threshold, because we have the new student on campus card, we have the threshold card, they're both reversed, with the tradition and mentorship of the Hierophant all reversed in the middle. Leading up to this, we have the Two of Cups. So it's looking like some kind of decision or a new thing. Like, honestly, the surface way to read it is like a new relationship that's distracting you from other things. That's like the straightforward surface level, but it's very unsatisfying. Let's look at the incoming energy, which is the Eight of Wands. Well, buckle up. So the main advice card is the Five of Wands reversed, and the supporting advice card is the Moon with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So I will stare at these cards, and we'll see what we have. Group 1. Yeah, this is good enough. All right. Group 2, I'm gonna, not right away, but I'm gonna pull a clarifier for the Two of Cups after I'm done revealing everything else. I basically had to drop the Two of Cups entirely to just interpret everything else, because what led into this isn't as important as the message itself of the present moment. And it looks like I'm getting the vibe of someone who is rattled at the stage that they are at after reaching a new level, after a new path opening up. And when you are at this new level, the things, when you're at a new level in your life or career or whatever it is that this month is about for you, group 2, the chaos that is already around us everywhere. You know, we're in hyper novelty. The world is throwing things at us faster than we can handle it, you know, and that combined with being expected to operate at a higher level than we have for something that may or may not matter to us. More on that shortly. I think that is what can rattle our boat. Again, we have the insecure freshman on campus here in the Page of Swords reverse. We have the either refusal to embrace tradition, reject modernity, embrace tradition, but kinda. And also, you know, feeling like we are, you know, at the threshold, wondering what comes next. And the invitation of the Five of Wands with the Moon card supporting it here is, and I'm gonna ask ChatGPT later for alternate phrases because I'm already sick and tired of saying this, but there is opportunity in the chaos. And I think that the way, basically, instead of trying to control a situation that you can't control, to figure out how to embrace what is so that you can tap into that to, you know, tap into what is happening so that all this chaos can all of a sudden start flowing in the same direction, you know? That's another way that these two cards contrast. And the other thing that I wanted to know, to point out, is that there's very little, there's so much fire in this reading. Fire, 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 fire. And very little of everything else. You know, we have two water cards, one earth and one air. So that leads us into the two possible ways that this Two of Cups plays into the present energy is either the very, personally, again, I'm gonna double down on this, the dissatisfying way of some kind of new relationship kind of distracting you from things and preventing you from tapping into this. But the more satisfying way would be that you might not be emotionally invested in whatever it is that you're trying to do this month, and that might be what is preventing you from seeing how you can use the circumstances that are as they are around you in order to cross the threshold to get things to the next level. Now, I'm too curious. I will pull the clarifier for the Two of Cups, and we have Temperance reversed. So, there are two main ways. First of all, Temperance reversed can totally clarify the, relationship distracting you, whatever. But the other thing is maybe a refusal to embrace the things that you are not used to and mix and blend them in with the things that you are used to, because that is the main, or at least to me anyway, the main aspect of temperance is playfully mixing and combining what was thought to be the unmixable and making it look easy, and sometimes when we're dealing with change, we kind of reject the new thing offhand because we don't even want to take time to study it, so yeah, I think that either through embracing change and tapping into what is and noticing what you can use instead of trying to control things that are outside of your control, that's how you can, step into the throne and become the ruler that you're capable of being, Group 2. That was a mic drop, so I'm going to end that there. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, Group 3, let's see what we have for you for March. So, in the present energy, we have the Moon. The Moon has shown up in all three readings, by the way. Anyway, the Three of Wands and the Six of Wands. Well, this is nice. So, it's looking like, despite the potential confusion that is around you, you're still at a point where you can kind of seize your victory or seize whatever crowning achievement is represented by the Six of Wands here. Leading into this, we have the Knight of Wands reversed. I'm not quite sure how to interpret him here. It's either a delayed adventure or hesitation to take the adventure, leaping into this moment. In the incoming energy, we have the Five of Wands. Okay, don't panic. The main advice card is the Three of Coins. Supporting advice is the Two of Coins, with the World reversed at the bottom of the deck. All right, so let me just make, oh wait, this should be, because I'm pretty sure the pyramid is oriented correctly. This should be a good shot. Yeah, excellent. I'll see you right now. Group 3, the vibe that I'm getting here is oddly specific, so I'm hoping that you will be able to map this to your situation if this doesn't involve like some kind of work project or whatever. But I'm getting... The way to sum up the vibe of this message is one of achieving success in a project, and in the audit following this, realizing like what the important parts of the project were and which ones weren't, and who was contributing to the project and who was just looking like they were contributing. That kind of vibe, hinting at the Five of Swords here, because the thing that I was pondering throughout while this was paused is like, how could a victory lead to conflict, lead to difficult conversations, or that kind of thing? And especially with the Three of Coins here as the main advice card, I couldn't help but get that vibe of, okay, now that we've shipped this project, now let's do the post-mortem. Oh wait, how long did it take Bob to do this simple thing? That kind of thing. Yeah, and especially with the moon card here, this which has a vibe of things below the surface. Yeah. So what I would say to you is remember that ultimately, assuming that everyone is an honest player here, because I'm not getting any like deception cards. I am getting conflict, obviously, with the Five of Swords here, but I'm not getting deception, except maybe the moon here. So yeah, what I was trying to say is try to remember that ultimately you all want the same thing. And sometimes when people think that their way is better, they don't always handle disagreements like that in the most enlightened way. So if you could either be honest with yourself in how you've handled past disagreements, or can be honest in how you have seen how someone that you're collaborating with may or may not have reacted to something that you said or whatever, that might be the thing that can help you juggle all the aspects that you have to juggle for this month. Because honestly, like I said, we have the success, the threshold of these two cards here, and again, the flourishing collaboration here of the Three of Coins is awesome. It's just this Five of Swords here that's kind of confusing me, if it means anything else than what I just said. And we have the World reversed here, reminding you that whatever obstacles are just that, they're just obstacles. They are not knocking you off the path. You are on the path towards, the even greater victory. We have the Six of Wands here, which is, a big milestone. And the ultimate prize is still, it might be beyond the horizon, but it's still there, basically. So you can find hope in that. Yeah, I think that sums up everything. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. And if you don't want to watch me pick up your reading, you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump ahead a couple seconds. All right, let's see what we have here. This should be good. All right, Group A, your card is Alchemy. Let me show you your card. And the text under it reads, "The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation." So basically, this is an invitation to use what you have. Basically, don't try to transmute the things that instead of like resisting, to play with and embrace and transmute. That is the approach that you're being invited to take for this week, Group A. Group B, your card is Aries, Act. Okay, I know that this is the second time in a row, possibly third, that I've drawn this card. I'm a very thorough shuffler. So what I would say is, wait, okay, given the readings, I'm gonna take a moment. Give me a sec. Okay, the thing that I hesitated on is because, Act, depending on the tarot reading that you got, can be either really confusing or really clear. So I'll just add this nuance. For some of you, the right thing to do has been obvious for a while, and that's probably what you're being invited to act upon. And for others, doing anything is sometimes better than doing nothing, So try to keep that in mind for this week if the next step isn't clear for you. Group C, your Egyptian god is Geb, with a message of prosperity. Well, I would say this is a call to keep the abundance mindset and to really keep the big why in your mind and really to try to see the positive in everything and to try to see things that might look like obstacles on the surface might actually be opportunities in disguise, that kind of thing. And if you prime yourself to be on the lookout for that kind of shit, that's when the magic can happen. Group D, your card is Harmony. This is the Sun in Libra. Let me stare at this card. This is an invitation to build bridges. I mean, with the Sun in Libra, the Sun ruled by Venus, it's a pretty clear, all these birds of a feather flocking together. Negotiation, trying to harmonize, trying to build bridges, trying to understand where other people are coming from, and also making sure that they understand where you're coming from, because there are two people in a relationship. You also have to be there, Group D. Try to build as many bridges as you can, and to mend the bridges that might need mending. And that is a good note to wrap this whole thing up on. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give this video a like. Thank you very much for watching. I hope y'all have a great month of March. I might have said week to some of you. Take care. I'll see you soon.